Plus, a severe winter weather alert is issued and crews are hard at work this afternoon, getting ready for some pretty significant snowfall. This is a look at Storm Tracker 4. Right now, it is fairly quiet out there, but a big snowmaker is headed our way. So, of course, the weather tops our news here at noon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Evrod Cassamy. It looks pretty cold out there right now as we take a live look for you outside through our sky cam. But the cold is not the only weather story this afternoon. Several communities have even issued snow emergencies ahead of the big winter storm. We posted that information for you on our website. Go to clickondetroit.com for that. But in the meantime, let's get to the man of the hour. Meteorologist Brandon Roos standing by with, let's start with the timeline for this storm, Brandon, what we can expect and how many inches.
Certainly can't rule out a little bit of snow coming in here through the earlier afternoon, mainly south and east into southern Ontario, but the lion's share of it will be after 5 p.m. So let's get to it. We'll show you the numbers. I went and bought some salt today at the hardware store, and, you know, when the weatherman's buying salt, stuff was flying off the shelves. We have teens, but wind chills are single digits and sub-zero. Again, notice we are seeing a little bit of light snow coming into Lenawee, Monroe counties, but we've been upgraded from a winter weather advisory to a winter storm warning. Starts at 6 p.m. today, goes until noon tomorrow, and we're looking at a fresh half a foot of snow or more. So temperatures today, again, sort of the calm before the storm through the afternoon, mainly just clouds and a few flakes flying, but it'll be after 5, maybe even after 6 p.m. Snow coming up from the south with another 5 to 8 inches on top of what we saw already this morning. So here's a look at one of our models that does show the higher snow totals on the east side and into southern Ontario, 7 to 8, maybe 7 to 9 inches on that side. But even the west siders are going to get a pretty decent storm, and this one is different than the storms that we have seen thus far this season. If you are heading out now or you're going to be out and about, make sure you've got the Local Forecasters app, the ultimate tool for any kind of weather, from interactive radar to updates on the forecast and plenty of videos that we put on there personalizing our local forecast. The Local Forecasters app is free. Just search WDIV.
A very useful tool. Brandon, thank you. As you mentioned, of course, we are anticipating a lot of snow headed our way. So the crews, as you know, are hard at work making plans to clear the roads and to salt the roads as well. Let's get out to our Priya man. She joins us now live with a closer look at what they're planning to do to keep the roads safe. Hopefully you're staying warm out there, Priya.
Oh, no, I'm not staying warm, Evrod, but, you know, there is a sense of normalcy. Just talking about plowing and salting the roads during a pandemic. We spoke to the Oakland County Roads Commission. They're expecting their full fleet, about 106 snow plows, to be hitting the roads later tonight. Just take a look at some video. Things are clear now, but earlier this morning, a very different story as that first wave of snow moved through. Oakland County expecting their crews to be working around the clock, 16-hour days, multiple shifts into Thursday and Friday. And when it's all said and done, in Oakland County alone, about 10,000 tons of salt expected to be put on the roads. Now, if and when we top 6 inches, Oakland County will start deploying road graders to treat gravel roads, private contractors to deal with back roads, and then, of course, those heavy-duty pickup trucks for those turnarounds. And of course, you know, they're going to be dealing with freeways first and then moving their way into neighborhoods and subdivisions. So you got to pack your patience a little bit. But with so many of us working from home, there wasn't that rush hour traffic we're used to. Take a listen to what Oakland County Roads Commission had to say about contingency plans for this week.
Point of view, there is definitely a pandemic going on, but we're still doing the same type of work, coming into the garages and the offices and doing the same type of work. So it's a little bit surreal. We're doing everything we can, but even with that, there will be areas where it's slippery. So we ask people to please, take your time.
So, that's the thing with so many of us working from home during the pandemic, you don't see as many cars on the road. But again, if you are on the road and you see a plow doing their job, give them some space, pull over to the side so that they can move around you. We will be looking at Wayne, Oakland, and Macomb County throughout the day today. Again, several waves of snow expected, several inches by tomorrow alone. Road crews certainly will be busy over the next few days. Reporting live, I'm Priya Mam, Local 4.
All right, and stay home where it is safe. Stay off the roads. Priya, thank you so much. And as we get ready for snow here, a wave of harsh winter weather impacts a lot of people from the Pacific Northwest all the way to the East Coast. More than 40 states are dealing with a dangerous winter blast. All right, so on the left-hand side of your screen, you can see snow in Oregon City. Then in the middle of your screen there, that's snow falling at the Alamo in Texas. And then on the right side of your screen, you'll see several accidents along a stretch of highway. This is down in Mississippi and Louisiana. They were hit with freezing rain on Sunday. Our Morgan Chesky has this report.
Right now in Dallas, temperatures are sitting in the single digits, only expected to get colder as this massive winter system really presents a significant problem. And that's the fact that rolling power outages have now been put into effect in an effort to try to save the state's power grid, now facing unprecedented demand. On the roadways across multiple southern states, we have seen accidents caused by snow and ice buildup on the roadways, and it could only get worse in the next 24 hours. Right now, everyone's being urged in Texas to conserve power so they can try to get that power grid back up and running, but there is no guarantee, as the state has never faced this kind of cold ever before. Meanwhile, this massive storm system expected to move to the northeast over the next 24 hours, but not before dropping more snow and ice that can make for incredibly treacherous conditions. Morgan Chesky, NBC News, Dallas.
Let's turn our attention now to the coronavirus. The United States has passed 27,645,000 coronavirus cases, and more than 485,000 people have died from the virus. These are numbers from the Johns Hopkins University database. On Saturday here in Michigan, state officials reported 852 new cases with 88 deaths, 84 from a review of vital records. And we do expect another update this afternoon. Meanwhile, President Biden is scheduled to visit Pfizer's vaccine manufacturing facility that's in Kalamazoo County, and he'll be there on Thursday. It appears the U.S. has its own new worrisome coronavirus variants. A new study identifies 7 of them with the same concerning mutation. It's not clear yet whether this shared mutation makes the variants more contagious, but scientists are suspicious because it appears in a gene that influences how the virus enters human cells. It's difficult to answer questions about how prevalent these variants are in the United States, and this is simply because we sequence less than 1% of test samples. Scientists are working to collect more data. Starting today, uninsured Americans have a chance to buy health insurance through the Affordable Care Act. President Biden signed an executive order last month that opens enrollment on healthcare.gov for an additional 3 months. 15 million uninsured people qualify for benefits under Affordable Care Act policies. Usually, open enrollment for benefits runs in November and December, but the president says job losses because of the pandemic is causing families to lose insurance.
Right now, we know that there are millions of Americans who have lost their job, who are out of work, and who don't have health care. And so we wanted to open up the exchanges to make that available to people so that they could get that assistance.
People who make up to about $51,000 and families of 4 earning up to $105,000 are eligible for subsidies. This week, the focus on Capitol Hill shifts back to the coronavirus now. Lawmakers say that it's time to work on passing President Biden's COVID-19 relief package and getting those stimulus checks out. President Biden will also participate in a virtual G7 event on Friday. Beating the COVID-19 pandemic and rebuilding the global economy are at the top of his agenda. White House officials say the president will specifically focus on the coordination on vaccine production, distribution, and supplies. Meanwhile, former President Trump's political problems might have ended with impeachment, but his legal problems are just beginning. Trump is facing a criminal investigation in Georgia for attempting to overturn the election, and then in New York, his financial dealings are under scrutiny. Without the protections of being commander-in-chief, former President Donald Trump has a growing number of legal concerns and investigations. Trump is facing at least 2 investigations in Georgia, including one about the former president's phone call pressuring Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger to find votes to overturn his election loss there. Another by the Fulton County District Attorney's Office looking into Trump's alleged efforts to influence the administration of the 2020 Georgia general election.
Something occurred here within my jurisdiction that may be criminal, and if that is the case, it needed to be investigated.
And there are multiple criminal and civil probes in New York investigating Trump's properties and alleged insurance and tax fraud. There could also be charges filed against Trump in Washington, D.C. Federal prosecutors stressed that nothing is off the table when asked if they were looking at Trump's role in inciting violence during the Capitol insurrection in January.
I think there's grounds for further proceedings, both civil and criminal, against former President Trump. That phase of accountability moves to the courts.
Nearly a month after leaving the White House, Trump's influence on Senate Republicans could interfere with President Joe Biden's agenda. Democrats noted a preview on that possibility after all but 7 Senate Republicans voted to acquit the former president in his impeachment trial.
The rest of them, I think, it effectively made the decision that, Donald Trump's going to be in charge of their party for the next 4 years. As they were deathly afraid of him for the last 4 years, they are going to continue to be afraid of him for the next 4 years.
Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell directly blamed Donald Trump for inciting the deadly riots, despite voting that he is not guilty. McConnell also said the former president could still face criminal charges.
President Trump is still liable for everything he did while he was in office as an ordinary citizen. Unless the statute of limitations is run, still liable for everything he did while he's in office.
For some of his top Republican allies, Trump remains the future.
The Trump movement is alive and well. The most potent force in the Republican Party is President Trump.
But for others, it's time to move on.
You got to look at what's good for the country and not worry about the next election.
And Trump has denied wrongdoing in existing legal probes. And the Trump Organization says that it has operated its businesses in compliance with the law. Still to come here on Local 4 News at noon, another royal baby is on the way. We'll tell you what we're learning about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's newest addition. But first, we want to get to some breaking news that we are following. It's out of Troy in the Rochester area. Police are investigating a murder there. They say that employees found a man in the parking lot of a Bell Tire on Rochester Road. The man was found covered in snow, and so far it's unclear how long he'd been there, but police have ruled his death a homicide. And at this point, there is no other information available. We'll keep you updated as we get new details. And even more breaking news at this hour out of Redford now, where firefighters are working to put out a fire at a motel. This is the Hilltop Motel. It's on Telegraph just south of Plymouth Road. Right now, the building is being evacuated. There's no word on the cause of the fire. We're back in a minute.